Hello class. Today I Kushagar from IC College of Engineering and Technology will discuss the topic bootstrapping in compiler design. So let's start the topic. So in compiler design, bootstrapping is a process in which simple language is used to translate more complicated program, which is in turn may handle for more complicated program. This complicated program can further handle even more complicated program and so on. So writing a compiler for any high level language is a complicated process. It takes a lot of time to write a compiler from scratch. Hence, simple language is used to generate target code in some stage. To clearly understand the bootstrapping technique, consider the following scenario. Suppose we want to write a process or sorry we want to write a cross compiler for new language X. The implementation language of the compiler is say Y, and the target code being generated in language Z. So we need a compiler for X for which we have a compiler in language Y and the target code we will have in Z. So that is we create XYZ. Now if existing compiler Y runs on a machine M and generates the code for M, then it is denoted as YMM. So if we run XYZ using YMM, then we get a compiler XMZ. That means a compiler for source language X that generates a target code in language Z and which runs on machine M. Following diagram illustrate the above scenario. So let's understand it with the help of diagram. Example is we can create a compiler of many different forms. Now we will generate X, Y, Z. Here these two languages must be same and these two must be same. X is a language of a program, Y is a compiler, and Z is a target language. So compiler which takes C language and generates an assembly language as an output with the availability of a machine of assembly language. Step 1 is first we write a compiler for a small of C in assembly language, that is CO. ASM is assembly language and ASM is assembly language. So we will have a compiler in ASM, we will have a compiled language C, and we have our target language ASM. Compiler 1 is done here. Step 2, then we use this small subset of C, then using the small subset of C, that is CO, for the source language C is written in the red. So now with that source language we will compile C in ASM. Compiler 2. Finally, we compile the second compiler using compiler 1. The program compiler 1 is 1, the compiler 2 is compiled. So using 1, we will compile 2. You can see this, it is 2, it is 1, and it is our target. You can see this. It is compiler 1, between 2, and it is 2. Thus, we get a compiler written in assembly language which compiles C and generates the code in S. So we should let discuss it furtherly more, and you should also go through this video many times. Thank you, class.